Hello, welcome everyone. So I want to start saying thanks to the organization, letting us stay here, sharing our knowledge. Basically, what we are going to talk is about how to produce ecological CBD and what are the difference using organic fertilizers or synthetic fertilizers. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak a bit about the technical data that we have been recollecting during years in the University of Barcelona. And basically what we are going to talk is what is the difference between organic and synthetic fertilizers and how it affects on the production. I'm an agricultural engineer and industrial engineer. I worked for Biobizz for more than 10 years, and I had a chance to be working with that plant for many years. It's one of my passions, and I'm going to try to give you a brief of all what we did with the intention for you to take the knowledge to know what is organic and what not, and how it's affected with the production of the cannabis. So yeah, you have my contact here. I'm going to do all the seminar. Once I finish, I'll let here my contact, and you can already have my business card. And if you have any question, just for you to know, we have been working with many clients. We work in more than 70 countries in all the world, and we basically provide all the knowledge and the resources that companies need to start producing on their own farm or their own facility. So if you have any facility or you have a friend or any company that is interested in having ecological and organic production, please contact me and we will see how we can help you. So basically, we are going to talk about Cannabis Sativa. For sure, all of us were here for that plan. It's one of the most important plans of the humanity because you can do everything about it. You can make food, you can make clothes, you can make construction, and for sure you can do pharma and many other things. So basically, it's a dioic and monoic plant. We are going to study plants that are dioic, so are female and male plants. The ones that you are going to see at the study are dioic, so one of the most evolutionated cannabis plants. And basically, what we are going to study is how it affects the fertilization with the production of cannabinoids and terpenes, and for sure as well the yield. So let's go to the basics. What is organic? Is everything related with leaf organics. So basically, what we are going to talk is what is organic, what not, how we can differentiate, and what is the difference when we do an organic crop. So basically, there are a few points. For sure, you cannot use synthetic fertilizers. We are not use any chemical or any preservative or stabilizers. Still, we don't have any GMO on the cannabis market, but hopefully we will not be able. So if we want to work organic, we are not going to use GMO, and for sure any other artificial minerals. What it means, so all what we use to produce cannabis is all fully based organic, only for nature to nature. We are not going to use any synthetic acid. We are not going to change any natural process to produce our products for later on produce one of the best cannabis. So basically, it's organic or synthetic. I want to say one thing about that. I've been, luckily, been in many countries, and what I saw is the cannabis industry just start in most of the countries, and the problem is that really soon, especially here in Switzerland, there are many, many flowers, many products. There's a lot of kilos of flowers, but what happened? The price goes down, and finally, we don't have a good deal. So what is a good chance? Start having an organic production. I'm going to do that seminar, and I'm going to show you how we have certifications. And there are many companies that working together with us and with you, the growers, or for big facilities, they have a chance to have a different product. What it means? That in the end of next year, if you are doing outdoor crop, you will be able to have your certification. You will have a different product. So once you are going to try to sell that product, it's going to be different. So basically, it's like in any other market. If you are producing tomatoes and there are many tomatoes in the market, once you are going to having bio tomatoes, your tomatoes are going to have more price, so you are going to have a better product. And it's going to be finally better for all of us. This is a bit of what we are going to talk about. So basically, by science, how we can differentiate an organic and a synthetic crop is basically with the live organisms that we have on the soil. I'm sure most of you have heard about this live soil. Live soil, what is live soil? So basically, we are not going to feed the plant, so we will feed the plant through the soil. Basically, what we study is we try to provide the best soil for the plant. The soil absorbs all the nutrients, and that nutrients are be transformed to the plant in the best way. So basically, what we are going to do is we are going to add organic matter and any other microorganisms to the soil in order to have more microlife on that soil. And basically, the difference with the synthetic fertilizers is that we don't have soil, like all of you, or most of you know hydroponic systems. For sure, you have a lot of yield, and it's so easy. You don't need a water, you don't need to take care of many other things. You have a lot of yield, but the quality of the flower is really low. And this is the same with any other parts on the industry. So even if you are growing tomatoes and you do your hydroponic tomatoes, you are going to have a lot of yield. The tomatoes will really will be shine and will be really nice, but once you start eating them, they don't have any flavor. So this is what we realize. What we realize is that once we are taking into account all this organic knowledge, we get into a point that we have one of the best products. Why? Because we have a lot of more terpenes. Later on, I'm going to show you all the database that we have about the terpenes and the different, with the same genetics, with the exactly same clone, using synthetic and using organic fertilizer, and it's a huge difference. And sometimes we have even 10 times more terpenes on that, and it's happening as well with any organic other products. Even a regular orange, if you check the levels of vitamin C once it grows in regular agriculture, or organic agriculture, you are going to see that that orange is way more powerful because it has a lot more insight. Even if we don't see it, you see a regular bud. You see a bud, you test it, and you say, I don't like it that much. I don't know. The genetic is okay, but I don't know. It's something else. So it's because it's not organic. Once you start smoking organic or you consume organic flowers, you really see the difference. You see that there is a lot of more flavor, your effect is way different, and furthermore, if you know how it's processed, and you know that you are not damaging the earth, it's way better for all of us. So basically, as you can see in that diagram, we are gonna fit organically, directly plant, but we are gonna make organic matters that will enrich the soil. That soil will enrich or will give life to microorganisms, and microorganisms will give to the plant the nutrients that they need. In that case, synthetic fertilizers, they just apply directly. It's like I was telling you, hydro. You just have water, you just put the nutrients, the plants absorb the nutrients, and that's all. So there's a really big difference between organic and synthetic fertilizers or synthetic crops. So this is one of the things that I would like for you to take into account, is that the difference basically is that we study the microlife of the soil, and after that we check the properties of the product that you end up with that crop. And basically, that's the big difference. So why growing organic? Okay, I don't care. I have a good product, I'm selling okay, but have you taken into account how many liters of products you are wasting and you are damaging the soil? And furthermore, what about you? If you are growing something with synthetic, with chemicals, with many other shits, and later you are giving that products for pharma to cure people or any other stuff, that's not have any sense at all, no? So let's try to be nature to nature. If we really understand the cycle of the life, we are gonna see that there is no option. We should not be growing cannabis in synthetic ways. There is no reason at all. Let's continue. Okay, the certifications. I really don't like that, but I think it should be compulsory. Why? Because, okay, I have my brand, I've been doing soil for more than 25 years, okay, and it's organic. Okay, it's organic. How I know that it's organic? No, because I'm telling you, my soil is organic and my nutrients are organic. But there is any other one that tell me that it's organic? So I view, even if you are a normal user or you have a big facility, I don't like it, but I think we should do it. We pay all the companies for them to come to our facilities to see all the raw materials that we use, all the analysis, and all the end product that we have. So basically, why? Because we want to tell you that we don't say that we are organic. So all the brands, they work to ensure that you, the users, finally know that our products are real organic. And basically, here in Europe, if you have any facility here in Switzerland, as I tell you, I'm going to give my contact here. You can take later, or you can call and talk to me. We have a stand near here, and we are going to be all the weekend here. But in any case, if you have any facility in Switzerland, we have few clients already that are working with Control Union certification. This is basically a company that check, first of all, your order. You are going to order soil and liquid fertilizers. They are going to see where you buy the seeds. After that, they are going to make some controls, and in the end of the process, they are going to check your product. They are going to make few analyses, and then after that, if all is okay, you will be able to have your certification in your product. Let me tell you, but I don't see any of the brands that are selling right now flowers here in all the trade show with any certification. So I think this is kind of future. The ones that are smart, that are thinking of having a different product that have special properties, and for sure that they have even better qualities, go for bio, go for organic. And how you are going to do it? With certification. There isn't any other chance. Yeah, we know we need to pay that companies are going to come. Just from my experience, take care with all the pesticides. Once you are growing big areas, you are going to use most of them pesticides, but you need to take care. There are a lot of pesticides or organic pesticides that are able to grow on organic certification, but you need to take care of that. For sure, once you want to start that, you are going to call them. They are going to provide you with all the knowledge that you have. And in any case, if you have any pest, you can always contact them and say, hey, you know, I have that problem with Fusarium. What can I use? Okay, you can have that option, and that option. In any case, basically, people have a chance to have a better product, but they need to know how to do it. And they need to know how to certify it. Because also, as I said, there are other companies that offer you soil and liquid fertilizers, but if they don't have that certification, how you are going to know that it's real ecological, there is any chance. So, and also ones that I want to talk with you is this EnviroCam and Clean Green Certificate. This is one of the most certifications that we have in all the world, especially the Clean Green Cert. It's because it's in United States. As you know, they regulate, and the cannabis business there is going really strange, but we had a lot of companies that they were really interested in having that certification, and I think that's kind of future, no? As well as you go to a supermarket and you see a regular tomato or orange or any other product, so I think I want to have as well a chance to come and buy my flowers or oil and knowing that it's organic. So in that case is how we do it, and then we need the certifications. Otherwise, for sure, if you know the producer and you know that the producer is having a good practical, for sure you will have that success. Good quality soil as well, ombre, any other. If you have any question about the certification. So let's go a bit on deep about cultivation. We usually do seminars during all the day where we have all that information since you start until you end up with big facilities. I had a chance to visit many of the facilities that Biobizz is working, so I've been doing few seminars about how to grow, how to start. In any case, if you are interested in that, I'll fully recommend you to come to the stand, to have a talk with me, and it will be always a pleasure to share that knowledge with you. But basically, if we want to summarize, because I only have half an hour, I also didn't say it, but if any of you have any question, please. I always like more to have a conversation than not only me giving you information. So if any of you have any question, raise your hand, and we can talk about it. I learn a lot as well in seminars. So basically, basis of the crop. We have genetics, weather conditions, and nutritional plan. What it means, there are 3 important parts of a crop that if you miss only one, you are not going to have a good flower. If you want to have a good flower, for sure you need to have a good genetic, you need to have a good weather conditions. You eat outdoor, you do it indoor, you do it in greenhouses, you need to check the weather conditions, and for sure, you need to take care of your nutritional plan. So what it means, okay, I'm going to start with my production, and I'm going to have a really good genetics, and my weather conditions are fully perfect. I'm growing in Colombia, and it's perfect, okay. But what are you using? No, I don't care. I just use normal soil and synthetic fertilizers, and it's going to be okay. Okay, fine. You are going to end up with a flower with no value, the value of that flower. And in the same way, oh no, I'm using the best soil, Biobizz is full, and I have really good weather conditions. What about your genetic? I have 1 seed that they give me, it's okay. No, man. No. You need to have these 3 points, and it's really important. So if you want to have a good product, these bases are really, really important. So basically, in other seminars as well that we have more time, we explain all our products, we tell how we produce and what is inside all of them. Again, I recommend you, if you want to know a bit about our products, you can always come to the stand, and it will be a pleasure for me to explain you all our products. Basically, we have 3 soils. It's soil, think about Biobizz. Has been producing soil and liquid fertilizers since 1992. Not that much people were growing in that era. And basically, we have been improving our products, only producing organic certified products. So we offer 2 peat soils and 1 cocoa soil. One, it's 1.2 EC, all mix is 2.4, so we have pre-fertilizer and not fertilizer soil, and for sure the ones that like cocoa, you have also the cocoa. And furthermore, we have all the range of products. You will see, oh, you have many products. Okay, it depends on you. So you can always use only fertilizers and you will have a success crop, but also if you want, you can have a lot of products. But basically, because we don't have that much time, I'm gonna explain you these new 2 products that we just launched, and it's related to the pH. These 2 products is pH plus, acid ulmix, pH less, acid citric, okay? And you will think, okay, so why I need to adjust the pH? I do my crop, and it will be okay, I don't care, it's all right. Okay, you can do it as you want, and it will be okay. But there are a few points. Technically, I'm telling you about technical database that we have been recollecting during all that years. There are 2 parameters really important once you start growing, and it's the water, for sure. It will be really important, the soil, the air, but for sure the water. And the water, we can control the water. The EC is the electroconductivity of the water, will tell us more or less the nutrients, so all the food that is into the water that we're gonna give to the plants. So it's always really important to check our base EC. So once you start, you need to know how much EC is your water, and after that, you will add the water that your plant is gonna be able to absorb. So basically, in the university, we use a base water of 0.4 of EC, and after that, it depends on the varieties. Some varieties goes up to 1.2, some varieties go up to 2.2. It depends the genetics and how it goes. And basically the pH. What is the pH? So it's how acid or how basic is the water, and why is important that? First of all, not all the waters are equal. Perhaps you have a facility and you start growing in Switzerland, and finally you end up growing in Colombia. For sure, that water is not even gonna be the same. Even in the same Switzerland, it's gonna change the water. Furthermore, okay, why I need to adjust the pH if your products already have a buffer of pH? Yeah, for sure. All our soil is buffered in 6.2, is the best pH range for the cannabis, but it's for sure it depends on the water that you are using. If you have a really hard water, we can help you with that, but better if you have the possibility to adjust the pH of your water, and I'm gonna show you why it's gonna be important. So basically, we have these 2 organic solutions. This has been a result of 4 years of development. We have been testing many different correctors. The base problem of that correctors was the stability. Most of the people that have been growing with hydro, they told us we cannot use organic regulators because they are not stable. We have been working with few of them, but after 3-4 days, my tank is changing my pH. So this is not gonna happen with these new correctors. We actually have been working in order to have one of the best correctors on the industry, and this is why it takes us that much time, because we have been using different formulas, and not only by science and not only in tomatoes. So as you are gonna see, we have been testing our products with cannabis, that this is how you need a test in order to see how it goes. So many studies, they showed the importance of the pH, and it's related basically with the capacity of absorption of the nutrients. So you're gonna say, no, I don't care, for me it's okay, I use a 7 pH and my plants are growing okay. Yeah, your plants are gonna grow, but what if you help them? What if you give them the chance to give the pH that they are gonna be able to absorb all the nutrients in the easiest way? So that's the key of all that. We realize that using a correct range of pH, we have more yield, and we have better results on cannabinoids and better results of terpenes. Why? Because we are helping the plant to absorb easily all the nutrients. And that's the base. The scientific base is basically that. We are gonna see it in graphics later on, but I wanna show you, these are some of the greenhouses that we use for all the I+D department of Biobizz. Luckily, with few students, we were able during few summers to repeat that test and being able to show what I'm gonna show you. So basically, we always use clones. For sure, if you wanna do a test, you need to do clones. We try to ensure that all the plants are equal. So once we start studying them, we check the yield. We have a lot of database related with all the control that we have from the plant. we basically see exactly how affect all that products in reality. So we know already, like, okay, have you been trying your products with cannabis? Oh, yeah, you have any reality? It's true or not? So yes. And basically, we thought, okay, let's see. Okay, we are thinking about doing a new corrector. We want to check that we want to have the best corrector on the world, but we still don't know how we can do it. So how we can do it? Basically, we are going to do one test with our nutrient fertilizers without correction, and another one with the corrector. So we will be able, with clones, to see a line only with the nutrients, and another one with the corrector. And as well, we did the same as well with water. So basically, we will be able to have two answers or two questions from that study. Is first of all, what happens if I grow with water? Okay, no, I don't care. I use only water. I have a good soil, and it's okay. Okay, and then what happens if I use water and pH corrector? All right, then we will see more or less what is the difference. So we will see the difference between using water and nutrients, water and water with pH, and nutrients with pH. So basically, we are going to answer, is it good to use fertilizers, or we don't need them? Only with water, it's going to be okay. You are going to see it. And later on, is it okay if we correct the pH levels? Are we going to have any difference on our crop? Thanks to the teachers, it was really cool. Like 2.5 years ago, they were like, whoa, growing cannabis at the university, that's really strange. I don't know. All the students were coming directly to our place, like all the tomatoes, all the stuff. And, no, we want to go there. We want to know about cannabis industry. And actually, it was pretty lucky, and they were really flexible. They saw that it's a normal plan. It's actually a really good plan. They start loving them, and for sure, we are going to continue studying many other years. So happy for that. So basically, okay, what the studies tell us, and what is the importance about correcting or not the pH. So basically, the first question, if I use water, is going to be any difference? For sure. If you see this is bad yield, so we compare steam biomass and bad yield. We have many other databases, but basically for you to take into account what is important is, okay, we check the difference between water and water with pH. So we saw that the average of all the plants were around 50 grams, only user. This is a crop made with lime mix and only with water. So basically we have an average of 50 grams per plant. That's nothing. And once we use the pH, we saw that we have a 6% more of production, so that tells us that something is happening. Once we are using water with the correction of the pH, the plant is giving us more yield. Even if it has the same nutrients that are at 0, the plant is working better. So what happens if we give all the nutrients? Wow, we have an increasement of 200 grams per plant. So what it means, that the average of the plants using all our range of products will give you an average of 250 grams per plant. You will see the plants are not that big, but the yield was really good. And what happened with the pH corrector? Oh, we have an increasement of 2.3%. In science, if you want to say that you have a proper improvement of all your products, you need to reach 5%. So we were like, oh, wow, we are not able to reach that 5%, basically because, as I tell you, that products are developed with a buffer that will bring you to 6.2. But then I'm going to tell you why it's really important. Later on, we are going to see the difference with the terpenes and with the cannabinoids. As you can see, the stem biomass was really related as well. We have a big difference, and as well a big difference once we are using pH. Once we see that the pH is having any effect, this is when we start. This is a study that is an average of 3 studies, so we cannot do one and say, okay, this is what are the results. We need to repeat this at least 3 times. And basically, this is they say one picture says more than 1,000 words. So basically, if you see all that part are the plants that are grown with fertilizers, and these are all the plants that are grown only with water. The difference, this is only water, water with pH, only nutrients, nutrients with pH. As you can see, the flowers were really nice, and the difference was huge, 50 grams, 250 grams. That's obvious, that's for sure. It's like if you take a pig and you don't give them food and say, okay, what are we going to have? So basically, most of the people that say, no, I only use water, and for me it's okay, my plants are okay. Yeah, okay, I mean, this is okay, I don't know. But once you see that one, you will see that, no, it's really important to to know what your plants need and give them exactly what they need. And then one of the most interesting things that we realize is that the pH and the EC levels of our water in clones is going to change the production of the THC and the CBD of our plants. Boomba. That's super important, and that's really what we are looking for right now, because as you know, it's really ridiculous, but in most of Europe, we can only grow plants up to 0.2% of THC. You are lucky here in Switzerland, you are up to 1%. But basically, we have many clients that tell us, oh, I had a problem because I've been growing that with genetics. They told me that was 0.2, and finally I have 0.4. Say, yeah, man, because it's not only the genetics. You remember before, there are 3 important points: the genetics, the weather conditions, and the nutrition. So basically, what we realize is having the same genetics and having the same weather conditions, because we're the same plants, we have different proportion of THC. So let's study a bit that graphic because it's really interesting. Once we are using only water, the same clone, many times repeated, it gives us around an average of 0.06% of THC. Exactly the same clone. Once we use water with the pH, we see that we have an increasement of double the THC. So before we were talking about, oh, we have a bit more yield, we don't know more or less how it changed. So it changed a lot. It really changed a lot. You have the double production of THC, only correction the pH. Okay, this is that variety. This is a cannabis light variety. We would love to study, and we are in the way to study more varieties. But basically, this happened 3 times. So this is low on science. Once we correct the pH, we increase the level of THC. And this is why. Why? Because the plant, it has a normal way of producing THC. Once it has better conditions, it's going to have even more production of that THC. And why? Because we saw it. Once we use the whole range of Biobizz products, the same clone gives us 0.15% of THC. And surprisingly, once we use the same clone with the correction of the pH, we pass the line of the 0.2. So basically, for example, in Spain, you will be able to grow that variety, that, but not that. Okay? So one of the keys that I would like that you bring home is that once they told you, no, this is that variety, and no, this variety is 0.6 or 0.4, it depends. It depends where you grow and depends how you grow. And it changes a lot if you correct the pH or not. And it depends a lot of the levels of EC that you have. Just for you to know, this was a range of EC related to 1.8 of EC. This was the same, 1.8. We are right now studying because we have many clients that they told us, hey, we have a problem with the production of the THC. We want to know how we can control that. So it depends. So basically what I saw after talking with many clients and seeing many farms, is that it's really important the level of EC of your crop related to the THC that you need to do. And basically what I saw is that people is going from 1.3 to 1.5 in the top of the cases. They have a good yield and they control the levels of THC. It depends for sure if you have a THC production. And in that case, no, I want to have a lot of THC, and I'm sure that I want to have the most THC that I have. Okay, then full range, 2.2, 2.4, it depends on your variety, and control the pH. And then you will have the most THC that you can have. Okay, and yeah, that's for basic science. For sure, all the THC that we win, it goes down in CBD. So basically, the plant, once it starts the production of cannabinoids, derivates some of the parts to produce the THC, and the other one goes to CBD. I'm sure that there are a lot of other cannabinoids, and we still need to study a lot. But basically, yeah, that was the intention. And then, what about the correction of the pH? And let's try to explain a bit. Why we have more THC using pH correctors? Why we have more difference between each other? But that's the difference. Okay, that's the graphics. So we have water with pH, nutrient with pH, and basically what we are going to see is that the plant, since it needs to go to the proper range of pH, the plant. The cannabis plant is a phytoplant, phytoremedial plant. We also have been studying how the plant can clean the water, can clean the air, can clean the soil. So it's basically a plant that is going to help us to clean the planet. And what is going to happen is once we are going to water that plant with a not correct range of pH, our plant is going to need to spend energy correcting that pH. And this is why once we control the pH and we give them the proper pH to the plants, this is why we end up with more THC production and more yield for sure. Also, it's interesting to see even if we input different pH levels of water, the plant always works to bring us to the cleanest water and the most average water. And another important super point, and this is the future, terpenes. One of the bases that I saw that in America, all the growers most of the big facilities are trying to go into the organic production is for that. Because most of the clients that they are looking for a big production of terpenes, they are going to see once they are working with organic fertilizers, they are going to see that you have way more terpenes. Especially all that big companies and big companies here in Switzerland that they are working with extraction facilities for the terpenes, you're going to see how the same material that you are using, so the same amount of weed that you are going to process, is going to give you even the double of terpenes that you are going to have growing organically or going synthetic. So we also base most of our research right now on that, checking how it affects. And it's not that strange, because if you used to eat regular tomatoes, you eat a normal tomato, and then suddenly you eat a bio tomato, you are going to see how you have a way more flavor, you are going to have more terpenes, and this is basically that. Why is important that? Because science is telling us that terpenes are also related with pharmaceutical properties. So what it means, as we were talking before, one orange, I know the quantity of vitamin C that has, but I don't know it by looking to them. I suppose if it's real, if you have certification, and that crop is fully organic, for sure you are going to have more vitamin C. And that is the same case. So if we are going to grow cannabis, and we are going to grow it organically, we are going to realize that we have way more terpenes. First of all, it's going to be a better weed, so the flavor and the taste is going to be better. And for pharma users are going to be even better, because you are going to have way more terpenes, concentration of terpenes, that is going to give you a better product. So then, should we or not control the pH? I think that yes. My intention was to give you a small briefing about what we do in Biobizz, to give you an explanation of what is organic cultivation and why we need to adjust the pH. So basically, that was the presentation. I don't know if you have any question. I would love to answer your questions. If you come into a time that you have any question and you have any doubt, we are next to here at the stand. Come, check us, and yeah, I hope you have a good trade show, smoke as much as you want, and just take whatever you want from the cannabis in the industry. A pleasure. Thank you.